by there one day and spot after and my uncle was and he reached a lot of people.
Can you even claim that now? I think they just took that away. How do you not just show what they're teaching you? You're all the things I decided. And so here's what I actually thought to educate your children from me. Just from me. Here's what it actually costs. And here's what it actually
Move the castle and switch wrongs.
Good morning. Good morning. Clap one time if you can hear me. Good morning. Hi. We're going to go ahead and get started, please. If we could, I hate to interrupt the networking, but you are welcome to continue. Hey! Hello. Thank you. Kayla challenged me to be a little bit louder. We all know I can be very loud. No, Tim. So I'll apologize ahead of time. There are a lot of announcements because April is a very busy month. But first, I would like to introduce our special hostess with the mostest. This is Deanna Johnston. She is the branch manager of ALCOVA Mortgage here in Reidsville. Would you like to say a few words? And thank you, Cletus, for having us.
Thank you all for coming this morning. It is such a privilege for us to be able to host the coffee this morning. And I want to give a special thank you to the Chamber for helping me put this together. Denise, you're great. So anyway, we're here. We've been here for a couple of years now. I've seen a lot of you around at different events. So if I can help you with anything, it's good. But look forward to maybe working with a lot of you guys in the future. So, but thank you for letting us have this.
Absolutely. Thank you for hosting us. All right, so I'm going to try to be brief.
That wasn't me that time.
Making fun of myself. So. Okay, no, seriously, you guys, I'm excited. April's busy, but it's busy because we have a lot of things happening. We have a topic at 12 on Tuesday, April the 10th at 12 p.m. I am really excited about this. I told, as you all know, with the Career Pathways at the Business Showcase, we work with the students at the high schools. And I told those folks at the administration office that I needed an intern. So they sent me Adam Buck from Rockingham County High School, and he has done a fabulous job. And he is presenting for his senior project the How to Transform Your Business Through an Online Presence. He did his junior paper on it, and this is his senior project. So if you have not registered for that and you are at all interested in e-commerce, we would love to have you. We also have a ribbon cutting on Thursday, the 12th at 12 p.m. And this is the city of Reidsville, the lake, the trails at Lake Reidsville, ribbon cutting. And that's going to be when you turn in at 630 Waterworks Road into the entrance. There's a parking lot up on the top, and that we're going to have everything set up. And Judy, I know you haven't really been involved, and you just got back to work, so I don't know if you had anything you wanted to say about that. But okay, but Fred and I have been working on that, and I'm really excited about it because the property that's been donated to the lake, this is also going to tie in and be considered one of the meetings in that series of meetings that they're having to do surveys to find out what the general population wants for that property. So please come out, and if you're there that day and you see the table with the surveys, please, because we'd love feedback from the business community on what you guys think should be on that property. We have our first cruise in. If y'all can believe it, it doesn't feel like spring outside today, but the April cruise in is on April 13th, Friday the 13th. Yay, fun. We should have some interesting customers that night. I'm pretty excited about it. It's gonna be fun. But we've got sweet tea from Bojangles, and we're gonna have Bo with us that night, I believe. He's gonna be out hanging out with us, so come by and see us. Thursday, April 19th at 12 p.m., we will have a ribbon cutting for Tiny Toast Consignment, which is located on Scale Street at 214, so come out and support them. The 32nd annual Student Art Show is happening at the Chamber. If you guys remember, a couple years ago, we started hosting that. It was moved from RCC by the Women's Club when they started the renovations in the Student Center, and so this is for Rockingham County High School students and Reidsville High School students. The show will run from Monday, April 23rd to Friday, May 4th, and then we'll have the awards ceremony on May 5th. Please, in that 2-week period, if you can make your way downtown, come by, check out the show. It's really neat pieces. I'm blown away every year by what these students can do. I mean, they work on these pieces all semester, so they're really interesting. I mean, everything from paintings and sculptures and and if you're into art, it's definitely cool, but even if you're not, and we have a voting process, and so we'd love for you to come by and vote on your favorite piece. It would mean a lot to us and to the students. Also, in the middle of the art show, on Wednesday, April 25th, we will have our staff appreciation on the Administrative Professionals holiday, as we've been doing in the past. And just to remind folks, it used to be the Secretary's Luncheon, and a couple years ago we decided that was kind of boring and we needed to jazz it up. So we have a celebration now, and we also took it from noon to 1 to 11 to 2 so that people who have multiple folks in their office don't have to shut their office down. They can send folks staggered throughout the shifts. And this year's theme, we're really excited about it. Thank your employees for going the extra mile. And it is a travel theme, and Kayla's got all these great ideas about what we're going to do. But I'm really excited. My favorite part is, if you didn't know, is the food. And we are going to have a food festival. So it's going to be from like different countries. We're going to have different stuff, and we're pretty excited about that. I think it's going to be fun. So if you haven't signed up for that, please do. Send your employees. It's $25 a person. And also, if you're a chamber champ, you may have seats available for that. And if you are not a chamber champ, then you need to see Ms. Denise Brady before you leave. Because that deadline is next Monday? Is that right? Or this Friday? It's soon.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, tomorrow.
Monday,
well, it's coming.
Really,
Monday, if you need to go check your pocketbook or something. So, yes. We will have a mandatory orientation for our vendors. This is a really great event that is a free event for vendors. It's a service event, but anybody could do it if you're going to provide a service or a game. We really like to have spa services or games for guys or fun. I know, Kayla, we've got several vendors already committed, and we've got some fun activities planned, but we will have a mandatory orientation just to go over what needs to happen that day. So those are on Tuesday, April the 10th at 4 and Friday, April 13th at 9. So coming up quick. Also, we'll be breaking out our shovels and hard hats again. We'll have a groundbreaking for Lucky City Brewing on April 27th at 12 p.m. and that's located at 228 Gilmer Street. And they're going to have beer and barbecue and kind of go into the afternoon, and so it's going to be that face. You're cracking me up, Susie. But yeah, it's going to be fun, and we're really excited about them. And if you do not know this, they have changed their bylaws so that if you buy into the co-op before they pay their first beer, you are part of the dividends group. So be thinking about that. That's something that and obviously as a co-op, I mean, they're trying to raise money through membership to be able to make the brewery happen. So candidates forum. Woo, there's a lot of you folks in the room today. That's happening on Monday, April 30th. Just to clear a few things up, this is my favorite part. I was telling some folks earlier. The reception begins at 5 p.m. The forum will start at 6. There will be information tables in the lobby about quarter-cent sales tax and some of the other things. When the forum starts, we will do the Board of Education candidates first, and we will do the quarter-cent sales tax, and then there will be a small intermission, and then all the other races will be together in the second part. This is a primary candidates forum. I have 19 folks. Not all on the ballot, because obviously you've got a couple of Democrat runoffs and a couple of Republican runoffs, but 19 total that we had to invite. So tell all your buddies that are running for other offices, and we've tried to make it really clear, but this is just for the primary candidates. So if you've got somebody that's running unopposed or somebody that's not vying for a seat where there were multiple people who filed, those will happen in September. Actually, I think Monday, September 24th, everybody who's on the general election ballot will have an opportunity. So the other thing is quarter-cent sales tax, and I just want to say, and I'm sure that my county commissioners can add to, I just want to say that the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce did vote, the board voted to support that effort and to be able to educate people about it. Folks, I can't say enough about how important it is, and I think the coolest thing is at the end of the day, we're going to be able to look at something and point to it and say we helped pay for that. I mean, we helped better our community. But it's for the Workforce Development Initiative. A big part of it will go towards the advanced manufacturing facility, but also the rest of the money, as the commissioners have designated that 100% of the proceeds will go to RCC. Dr. Kinlaw has assured us that it will go into other capital improvements. As you're all aware, the simulated hospital has done an amazing job and has increased that program 60%. And we are just really thankful to have leadership that sees that we need to update this campus and that we need to be in a place that allows us to bring the workforce. There are lots of things happening right now. I just got another phone call yesterday, and the things I can't talk about, but things that are happening. But things would be happening a lot quicker and a lot faster if we were training our workforce in a state-of-the-art facility, and we would be bringing industry here if we were training our workforce in a state-of-the-art facility. So just keep that in mind. Please be educated. I would be happy to talk to you about it. I know the commissioners would be happy to talk. Dr. Kinlaw, Jeff Garska's part of that. And so we've had several presentations about it, and the more I talk about it, even standing here this morning, the more passionate I feel about it. Every time that I open my mouth about it, and every time that I get more educated and get another question answered, I feel more, motivated to make this happen. We have another event coming up that I'm pretty excited about that I know Denise is ready for me to do. Topics at 12, Chamber University Member Training and Benefits. We are going to train you on Chamber Master. We get this question a lot about, I don't know how to put in an event. Do I have a login? And I say, yes, when Denise met with you, she helped you create your login and showed you how to do it. But I will say Chamber Master has changed a lot. And some of you have been members for a long time. And so we get that you need to be updated, so we're going to train on Chamber Master how to put events in, how to put in jobs, how to put in market space. Is that what it's called? Market space? I'm losing my mind here for a minute. Market space. But we're also going to talk about other benefits. And then later in May, we are going to have a chamber member benefits just on insurances and things that you can offer. So you'll hear more about that later. And as Ted and I discussed, Wilkerson will be our next coffee. That is May 3rd at Wilkerson Funeral Home. And just to mention, a couple other things. Our new member since last time, Business Central 2 Incorporated, and I am. Can you speak to that? Because and I'm sorry, I know you don't like to.
My mind just went absolutely. Janice?
Yes.
She's
an environmental consultant.
She's an environmental consultant.
But we don't know much else about, because she just joined, right?
Yeah.
I know that she used to work. I was
too,
too, because she used to work, I know this much, she used to work with Soul Light, and strictly with them, and now she has branched out, and the reason this all came about, she's come to rent office at the offices at the chamber, because she's one of those, she works from home, and she's like, I'm a consultant and I work at home, and if you know anything about that, you don't get work done at home. She's like, so I need a place to go to and get work done. So we're really excited to have her. She's been on my radar for a long time because she's wanted to be involved in Leadership Rockingham, but I wasn't sure who she was or what she did, and
she'll
we're
do
getting to know
CPR
her.
classes and that sort of thing for industry and a lot of other things.
I hope she'll get to come and introduce herself. So, Child Evangelism Fellowship of the Greater Greensboro area, which is Debbie Walsh, who was here last time with the Good News Clubs at the elementary schools. NWM Construction Incorporated, which is a construction company out of Greensboro. And actually, I'll just give Stephanie the credit. Her husband, that's where he works. And so she told them they needed to join because they were trying to get business in Reidsville. And she said, well, then you need to be a member of the chamber. So we're hoping to get to know those guys a little bit better. Obviously, we know her husband, but we want to get to know his boss. Because if you don't know this, if you are related to anybody at the chamber, we put you to work. So he has worked for us. And then Federated Insurance is also this was a great opportunity for us. This was a gentleman who one of our ambassadors was working with and using him to insure folks at his company. So he met at the chamber. One of the benefits of the chamber, he used our meeting rooms. And when he realized that they were meeting in the chamber, and he said, I didn't know that was a benefit. And he said, well, it is a benefit. And so he joined the chamber just like that. So it's pretty exciting. We have had several new members. And if you read the article in the paper, there was a little misquote about our membership. We are still at almost 400 members. We did a lot. We had several businesses that closed last year, but we also did a lot of soul searching about carrying people who weren't involved and weren't active, and folks who didn't want to be active. And so we still are strong at almost 400 members, but we've had a lot of members also join. And so I think we're in a good place. The board is doing a lot of strategic planning. We have another big announcement that's coming soon that we just kind of finalized some stuff last night that Roy Sawyers and I were working on. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So y'all be looking for some stuff coming from us. That's all I have. I'm sorry, it's a lot. April's busy. Somebody wanted to have lunch, and I was like, well, you're going to have to wait 2 weeks because it's a lot of stuff. Thank you all for listening to that, and I'm glad to see such a large turnout this morning. I will kind of come back at the end and recognize some folks, but I know Flav will have some announcements, and I'm sure Melissa does, and I know there's a few folks that need to say some stuff, so go for it.
Good morning, everyone. Flavel Collins with Hospice for Rockingham County, and just like for the Chamber, April is a very busy month for us. Beginning on Saturday the 14th, we will host our annual grief camp for children, Camp Good Grief. This is a free grief camp for the kids. This year, we're breaking it out, and in the spring, we'll do 1st through 8th grade, and then in the fall, we're going to put together something just for the high school age kids. It's at Camp Carefree off of 220 outside of Madison, and it's from 10 to 5. We work with counselors from the school system and Annie Penn Hospital, so it's a great team that'll be there for the kids. As I said, it is free. We just need the applications. I know we said the deadline was the 4th, but we always have to extend that, and we won't turn anyone away. So if you know anyone that wants to come, would be interested, on our website, hospicerockinhamcounty.com, you can download applications and release forms. If you have any questions, call our office. You can speak with some of the folks that are organizing this, and we'll be glad to answer any questions. Secondly, we are offering an advanced care planning workshop on the 18th in conjunction with National Healthcare Decisions Day. This is a lot of great information. A friend of mine, Steve Arrington, who's an elder law attorney, comes and does part of the program. We have typically someone there to talk about organ donation, just a lot of good information that we all need to know about. Nobody wants to think about it, but that doesn't mean you're not going to need it. So we just like to encourage folks to plan and to talk to their families about their plans. And lastly, on the 21st, we will host our 12th annual Walk to Remember on the trail at Chincopen. This is our volunteers' big project. The walk will start at 10. If you're not pre-registered, registration will open at 8:30. It's a beautiful trail. It's not very long. It's a little less than 2 miles, so it won't take you all day to be out there and do this. So we'd love to have you join us. Registration is $25, and everybody gets a commemorative backpack that registers. So if you've got any questions, let me know about that too. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, as for us, I mean, April, we don't have a lot of events right now. We have a lot of planning going on right now. And I'm carting around a lot of rocking chairs. We have our big Art Rocks in Rockingham County event coming up on May 11th at Market Square. I have save the date postcards if anyone would like one to remember. Right now, several of our rocking chairs are at the Governmental Center. So if you want to see some of them, go down there or like our Facebook page, Rockingham County Arts Council, or Art Rocks in Rockingham County, and you can see some of those great rocking works of art. It is May 11th from 6 to 9. We're going to have music performances. We're going to have food. We're going to have beer and wine. So it's just going to be a big fun. And it's also the same night as a cruise-in. So downtown Reidsville is going to be hopping on May 11th. So please come to that. Also, I just spoke with Mark about this. We are planning on June 1st a lip sync battle. And we would like community organizations, businesses. It's a great team building effort. You know, come get a team together and lip sync your heart out and do a performance for us on June 1st. It's going to be at Penrose Park. If you don't want to perform, just put that date on your calendar and come out to it. Tickets are going to be $30 per person individually or $50 per couple. If you want to get a table of 8, that's $200. We're going to have hamburger sliders and performances. And come on out and win the golden hairbrush for your company. And you will get to, if you win, you get to keep the trophy all year long, display it, and we'll put you up on our Facebook page, and you know, you'll be the golden hairbrush champion all year long. And then the next year, this is going to be an annual event. Next year, come back, either defend your title or just present it to the next winner. So put that on your calendar. I think that's all I have right now.
You have anything?
No, one of the things I would like to say is, you know, the city of Reidsville, I'm Judy Yarborough and I do marketing for the city and I also manage the Penthouse, but the city is starting a new marketing campaign called Rise Up Reidsville. So if you would, please go on Facebook. If you have a Facebook page, be sure and like the Team Reidsville page. The concept behind this is we really want to build the community as a team. You know, we are the football capital of North Carolina, and that is certainly a team concept, and so we think that Reidsville needs to be a team, and we're all on the same team, and we're all shooting for the same goal. So Team Reidsville is a Facebook page, and we've got a new website called Rise Up Reidsville. Please check that out. It is a beautiful website. It's geared at tourism, relocation, and opening a business. So it's a great website, so please be sure and like that too.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
It is
Very
awesome.
excited.
You gonna do yours?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to get around the room.
Not too long.
I'm Jeff at Hometown Chevrolet. Excuse me, allergies. But anyway, we're doing our prayer first. We started this in February, first day of every month. We come together as a community in the city to pray for our group leaders, our community, our churches, our families, whatever you want to pray for. That's what we do that for. February we had 9 people. Last March we had this at the coffee thing. I announced that we had 22 people. And so I'm a math guy. Everything to me is numbers. But you were saying that each time if one person would bring one more person in 6 months, it could be 1,400 people praying for you and your community. We can't change the world, we can't change the country, but we can change our city within ourselves.
That's right, that's right.
But it's going to start with a person that stares you in the mirror every morning that you wake up. Last month I could tell you we're still not where we need to be as a dealership because I took it when it was pretty much the Titanic underwater. I was getting it from the guys who were playing the little violins underwater. But we've come a long way. Last month was probably the best month we've had since I've been there. And we're about 8 cars away from having the most cars sold since I left when it was Smith Stokes. You tell me prayer don't change, I'll tell you a liar.
Yes.
So just imagine what the rest of you could do for y'all's businesses, y'all's churches, y'all's family, if we pray for you as well. And then lastly, I had one of my employees gave his life to Christ Sunday.
Yay.
So a lot of stuff is going on this end of the month. I go to Osborne. We're actually going to have our baptismal service, and I get to baptize 2 of my employees this coming last weekend of April. So pretty amazing stuff, but I would appreciate anybody, even if you can't be there. I know 12:15 during the week is a tough time to get people out there because of lunch hours and work, but you can pray where you're at. But of course, I'm my old buddy Ted. I've been in Bible study with Ted on Tuesday mornings at 6, by the way. It's a great group to come to. 6 a.m. at the funeral home, I know it's kind of different. Have a Bible study, we have a great But, last month we, like I said, had probably one of the better months we've had, but we had 2 big bombshells hit us. It's some big decisions got to be made. So I just appreciate your prayer.
I just wanted to share that we do some educational events for the community. One of those is a Key Life Decisions event that we'll be doing on May the 8th. It'll be at Cafe 99. It is open. It's free. We will serve dinner. It's going to be talking about, having a plan, sort of similar to yours, estate planning, tax planning, and funeral planning. So we have guest speakers that will come in and answer your questions that are experts in those fields, that are CPAs, attorneys, estate attorneys, as well as funeral directors. So we'll be coming in and answering those questions and going over the different things. Ted's done this for me before, so we like to share that around. So we would love and welcome you guys to come out. All you have to do is RSVP. Seating is limited. We know that we only have so much space that we can do there at Cafe 99, so we would love for you guys to come out. If you're interested, you can contact our office and get yourself on that RSVP list. And it's also on the Chamber events page if you guys want additional information.
Diana, I recommend that all of you to contact your local high school. They'll be doing senior projects and they need evaluators from the community, and you're the right people to do them. So all 4 high schools in the county are doing this. I encourage you to talk to the guidance counselors at those high schools and be part of that evaluation team for the residents of this county.
Thank you, sir. And I was just coming to, does anybody else have any other?
I'm going to throw out one thing.
Okay.
FCA approached me a few months back. Over the years, we've had a guy named R.V. Brown to come to speak in the high schools. He's a motivational speaker. He's held chapel for every NFL team. He's a nationally acclaimed chaplain, and he's going to be speaking in the 4 high schools in Rockingham County in 2 weeks. So if you want more information, you can reach out to Jimmy Teague, or you can call me at the funeral home. We're raising money to pay for his expenses, but we're in good shape so far. Things are coming together, but it's a real opportunity for our youth.
Anybody else?
Real
Before we
quick.
start? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Mount Jubilee Seminar for Guardianship for Special Needs is next Tuesday night. So if you know of anyone that would benefit from transitioning from a child into adulthood with a guardian, it's at RCC. Mount Jubilee and RCC are collaborating on that effort, but spread the word, because it's a much needed thing, and it's not something that people want to kind of just steer away from, like estate planning. But at any rate, it's happening next Tuesday night, and just please spread the word if you know of anyone that would benefit from that type of seminar. Thanks.
Can you just say that?
Sure. Okay. Marty Velasquez, she's with the, what is it, Blue
Wives of the Blue Line.
Wives of the Blue Line. We have an item list at the chamber of things she's collecting. They're trying to put bags together, survivor kits for the law officers for Law Officer Appreciation Week. So we have that at the chamber if anybody's interested. It's hand sanitizer, stuff like that, like small items that they're going to bag up and give to them. So we have that at the chamber.
Last but not least, I want to recognize chamber board members. If you're a chamber board member, I know there's a couple of you here. If y'all just wave, thank you, so that y'all know. Anytime, and chamber ambassadors also, Debbie and Tim is Tim right now. I was going to say, yeah. Cecil. So these folks are an extension of us with almost 400 members and all the work that we're doing in the community and partnering with the city and working on all these things. It's really hard for us to get to everybody. I've been trying to have lunch and to meet with some folks because we're trying to just gather, just checking in, make sure that we're meeting the needs of the membership. But the board members are out there, the ambassadors are out there. Please feel free to speak to any of them at any time if you have a concern, and they are happy to pass that on, and even anonymously if there's a concern in that way. So just know that you can approach those folks. And they are a big part of how we are so successful. So we are thankful for each and every one of you, and we appreciate what you do. There are not really any new faces that don't know the staff, so I'm just going to recognize our elected officials as well, starting with the chair. And you've already said several announcements, Commissioner, so I don't know if you have any, Richardson, if you have any more announcements, but...
Got lots of, but not today.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And is Kevin still here? Or did he slide out? So he was here. And any other commissioners or city elected officials, and then also our newly appointed District Attorney Jason Ramey. Do you have any words or?
I'm not elected, but I was just appointed. I'm honored to be the DA of Rockingham County, even if it's for a short time. And a lot of good things has happened since Tom Keith took over, and we're going to continue to do those things.
Thank you. Anybody else have any announcements? We're really close to our 9 o'clock. Yay, I'm excited we didn't go over too bad.
Diane?
Yes, ma'am, please.
A proud leadership moment. We recently received the results of the Family Satisfaction Survey, which is sent to all families that we serve, and the results are sent to Medicare. And on their website, it's called Hospice Compare. And we are very proud of the fact there are 8 categories and there are multiple questions within each category. But in all 8 categories, Hospice Rockingham County scored higher than the national averages.
And as I told Flavel this morning, I haven't met a person yet who hasn't had very positive things to say about our hospice in Rockingham County. And I always get emotional when I start thinking about it, but it's touched everybody's lives. Someone who's been in the hospice care, whether in their home or whether in their home at your place there in Wentworth. So we are thankful to have such an amazing facility and staff, and y'all continue to do such a great job. So thank you for that. And I am pleased and honored to continue to be a part of this organization and of this community. July will be 7 years, and we have seen so much change. We've been able to purchase a building and move and have a permanent home, which, as you know, the chamber was almost like the laughing stock joke that the chamber moved so much in such a few short years. And we have a permanent home, a beautiful visitor center, a great relationship with the city of Reidsville, great relationship with the county, almost 400 members, a wonderful, huge group of chamber champions that without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do. And we are honored and blessed to be able to continue to be a part. So thank you all. Thank you all for coming this morning. Thank you for being here. And please let me know if there's anything else that we can do for y'all. So, yay! We'll be at your place next month. Awesome. Y'all eat some food, grab some drink, and we'll do some door prizes real quick. Yep. Anybody else go for the card? Yes.
You won last month.
I win every month. Yeah, I don't want to hold it.
Anybody else got a card?
Is it okay with you?
Okay. Does anybody tell you that? I don't remember.
Jennifer Watling too. How many you got? Melissa Miracle.
I don't. Oh yeah.
So I'm going to be a chamber champ sponsor. Thank you, Charlie Hall. Melissa F. She step out. over, didn't she? Well, Ted Hopkins. Yes, sir.
That's very nice. Thank you so much.
How many more? Cecil Cochran.
No, that was Subway 60s.
Tim Goodman. One more. Susie Harover. Is that it? Oh. Yep. Hey Facebook viewers, thanks for tuning in. I'm so thankful to have such a large crowd. Hope you can hear me because the folks are networking here, but we are just thankful. There's a lot going on in the community. Please come out to the Candidates Forum on April 30th. You'll hear more about it. I'll be back later today with my live update for the week. So have a good day and see you soon.